Good morning, little children. Okay, this week we are going to look at the Netherlands, which is Ashton's country. So the full name is just Netherlands or the Netherlands. Capital city, it has two capital cities. I think I've mentioned to you that some countries have more than one, and the Netherlands is one country that has two, and they are Amsterdam, which I'm sure that you've heard of. Some of you might have visited Amsterdam. And the other one, which you might not have heard of, is called The Hague. That's how you pronounce that word, Hague. Okay, the currency in the Netherlands is the euro. It's got quite a small population, 14.4 million. There's a monarchy, and although a lot of different languages are spoken in the Netherlands, the main language is Dutch. I could have listed all the languages, but I thought that was very harsh, considering that you already have to remember two capital cities. So we'll just stick with Dutch. Okay, now the Netherlands is a very interesting country. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it before I go on to the first fact. The Netherlands is more or less completely flat. Okay, in fact, the word nether means low or below. It's actually related to the word neath. For example, in the word underneath. These two words, nether and neath, are related. And so, very, very unusually, the whole country is almost completely flat. And so the highest mountain, Mount Scenery, is actually not in the country that we think of as being the Netherlands. It's in the Caribbean, which is part of the Netherlands. In fact, it's called the Caribbean Netherlands. But even that mountain is not that high. It's lower than most of the mountains in Scotland. Scotland's got a lot of mountains, and this is a bit of irrelevant chat, but I'll tell you anyway. If a mountain in Scotland is over 3,000 feet, it is called a Munro, and there are lots of Munros in Scotland, and people, Scottish people and people from other countries, they climb mountains and try and get what they call bag a Munro. That means climb to the top of a Munro. But Mount Scenery is actually lower than 3,000 feet. So it is a small mountain, even though it's not even on the mainland Netherlands. Okay, the Netherlands is the 5th happiest country in the world. And it is also known sometimes by the name Holland. So if you've heard the name Holland, that is the same place as the Netherlands. And I'm not sure, I haven't looked into the difference between what the names mean. Now, the next fact is related to the first fact about the Netherlands being low, because 26%, that's more than a quarter of the country, is below sea level. Now, this is very, very unusual, because usually if a piece of land is below sea level, then there's water in it. Okay, so for example, in Scotland, we've got lochs all over the place, and Loch Ness being the deepest one. In fact, it's so deep they've never found the bottom of it. So most of all of the lochs are, the top of them is sea level, and underneath them is below sea level. And that's normal. That's normal. But in the Netherlands, they don't have water on top of the pieces of land that are below sea level, because that's where people live. They have their homes there. And not surprisingly, the Netherlands has a lot of problems with flooding. And they also have parts of the Netherlands which is called reclaimed land. That means that they've actually gone into the sea and pushed the sea back so that they can use that land to live on and to have farms and whatever. Okay, now I didn't check this. I'm not sure if the national flower of the Netherlands is the tulip, but what I do know is that Amsterdam is very, very well known for growing tulips. And if you go to the shops to buy flowers, often you'll find that they've come from the Netherlands. So if you go to Morrison's or a supermarket, Morrison's is my local one, that's why I mention it. Have a look at the flowers and see if you can see where they're from, because most of them, they do come from the Netherlands. That's where they grow them, and then they transport. It doesn't take long to deliver them over here. And in particular, tulips of all sorts of amazing colours. There's no bonus this week, but what I would like you to do is get one fact about Croatia. That is Tyler's country. So I don't know, maybe some of you have been on holiday in Croatia. Apparently it's beautiful. But one fact about Croatia. Only 2 people gave me facts this week, Sophia and Corey. I'm looking for more facts. People, please. Thank you.